Well, good morning, my darlings, and welcome to a brand new vlog. We are in another very exciting location for today's vlog. As you'll have seen from the title, Charlie and I have got a couple of days up in Scotland. We have just checked into our spectacular room and we're staying at the Fairmont Hotel in St Andrews, which is an area that Charlie and I have never visited before. So we have got a really fabulous couple of days ahead of us. We've got an incredible itinerary, lots of really spectacular things we're going to be doing to really experience this area to the absolute max. So it's a very easy journey actually. We got up at about 5 o'clock this morning, got a car down to the airport, down to Heathrow, and then I would say the flight was about 45 minutes. It felt like as soon as we were up in the air, we were coming down again, and then an hour's drive from Edinburgh to St Andrews, and it was the most beautiful drive. The scenery here is quite sensational. I don't think I quite realised how spectacular the coastline is here, although I do remember when Charlie and I don't know why my arm's aching so much, although I do remember when Charlie and I came to Scotland must have been about 6 years ago. If I can find that vlog, I will leave it linked up on the screen here, and Charlie posted a picture of one of the beaches here and said, where do you think we are in the world? And people were commenting St Lucia, Maldives, Caribbean, but no, we're in Scotland, so we know the beaches here are amazing, but I'm going to flip you around in a second and show you what I'm seeing right now, because the coastline here is just absolutely sensational. And I think we've got a coastal walk tomorrow. For today we're just going to settle in. I think we've got an afternoon tea here in our room later, and explore the hotel. So this is the view that we are treated to as we come into our room. I believe our room is called the Kingdom of Fife Suite, which is a very fabulous name. We've got this gorgeous bouquet of flowers. Oh my goodness. Quite the selection of treats waiting for us. We've got a fruit platter, we've got some breakfast pastries, and very excitingly, a bottle of champagne. And I think for Charlie, we have also got a bottle of non-alcoholic, sparkling tea, Jasmine Pearls. I think that is actually the brand that they had in Raffles in the Maldives that was absolutely delicious. There are some seriously spectacular fireplaces in this property. We've got this beautiful stone one in the room. This is the actual bedroom area. So big and bright and open, beautiful blooms. And the piece de resistance. We have this incredible balcony area. Obviously St Andrews is very, very famous for the incredible golf courses, and we've got a spectacular view of the Fairmont St Andrews course and the coastline. Look at that. I believe that over the other side of where the sea comes in there is Dundee. We've also driven through Fife, and the actual beautiful town of St Andrews is kind of 5 minutes in that direction. But look at this. Really looking forward to doing our coastal walk tomorrow. I have popped on my finest Scottish wool coat for the journey up. This is one of the latest additions to my wardrobe from Holland Cooper, and I thought it was just absolutely perfect for this trip. It's a little bit colder up here than it is in the Cotswolds, but not too much colder. And then I've got my lovely cashmere lily silk jumper underneath, and then some brown leggings, and bought my Chloe boots out again. I thought this was a very Scotland appropriate outfit. So we've got this dressing room area, and then his lordship. Are you moving into the bathroom?
I am. I'm all unpacked already.
You're so funny.
Look, just let me show you. Look, this is all unpacked here. Have to get it done straight away. Look, all colour coordinated.
Well done, darling. What's your colour scheme for the trip? Well,
dark green.
Dark green.
And oatmeal.
Very nice. Classic. Nice boots. Are they both Grenson?
They're both Grenson. I'm excited to wear these. They're sort of like a welly suede combo.
Very nice.
The only thing I didn't bring was anything to play golf in. Which is probably not a bad thing, because I am terrible.
I think I actually dreamt about golf last night, and I was thinking, will we get booted off the golf course if we don't have the correct attire?
The thing is, I put myself down in that I've never had a golf lesson, and I've never properly tried. I've only ever swung a club at a driving range. You'll probably be quite good.
I don't know, because I think I've tried before and I don't think I could even hit the ball.
Your mum plays, doesn't she?
Yeah, but she said she couldn't see the ball.
So your mum said that she she had to stop playing because she couldn't see where the ball was going. And I said, that's not a bad thing, Elaine. You maybe think you're doing really well. Like,
well, she'll be able to see it now that she's had her laser eye.
Yeah, true. I mean, we can't not have a go when you can see it. I know, from there.
Exactly. But, when the golf courses are that beautiful. But anyway, I was going to show you the final part of the room tour, which is the bathroom. We have got Le Labo toiletries. It's the rose fragrance, which is absolutely gorgeous. All of Charlie's beautifying products down here. That's a rather good mirror as well. I'll have to see if I can practice that trick that they showed me in the store where you tie your jacket open to reveal the outfit underneath. Maybe I should put something a little bit nicer on for afternoon tea. But yeah, this is our spectacular room at Fairmont St Andrews. So we're looking forward to spending a couple of days exploring Scotland, this part of Scotland, and of course bringing you along with us. So I've just been downstairs for a quick coffee and we've come up to the room and we are being totally spoilt on our first afternoon with an in-suite afternoon tea.
In-suite.
In-suite. Sweet treats in the suite.
This does look seriously good.
It really does. I don't think you're normally a tea drinker, are you, darling? What have you gone for?
Do you know what? I'm not. And do you know what? I'll tell you an interesting fact.
Go on then.
I have never, I've told you this before, I have never, ever had a sip of English tea with milk.
Sorry, you're joking.
No, I'm not. This is not.
How do you call yourself British? Are you really?
I don't like the idea of milk. So
Sorry, are you about to have your first ever cup of tea?
No. So, no. So I've had tea many times. Obviously, we drink like herbal teas at home. I've had tea like this many times, but I've never had it with milk.
Are you going to do that today?
No.
All right.
Because I don't like milk in tea. But
you are quite exceptional, darling.
Yeah.
Well, can you remember what lovely James told us? Because we have, oh my gosh, there's so many yummy things here. We've got obviously the tray of...
I mean, the coronation chickens in brioche. That straight away is
incredible.
Just a game changer.
Charlie has already ordered a plate more of these. We've got cucumber, and I think it's cucumber infused
bread.
bread.
To test this one.
Go on then. We've got egg mayo, salmon rolls. I think we've got a beef and horseradish. This is the infamous Fairmont chocolate gâteau cake, which I'm very much looking forward to sampling. You can have your tea now that the timer has run out. They work with a company called Jing, who...
We experienced them in Raffles, definitely.
We did. We definitely experienced Jing tea in Raffles. They have so many different types of tea. Let's try it out. Charlie and I have both got different types. Oh, I think you need a strainer, darling.
Oh, yeah. That will help.
Yeah, plonker. I love how pretty and floral the sets are. It's very quintessentially, I was about to say quintessentially English, but quintessentially Scottish. British. And then we have got so many delights on here. This, I believe, was a passion fruit, and I think it's passion fruit and basil, but I might have made that up.
Oh, wow.
And we've got maybe it's passion fruit and rhubarb. A lemon curd. We've got a strawberry jam, the different scones.
How good do those macaroons look?
Oh my goodness, they look delicious with chocolate ganache. Well, you all know how much of a fan Charlie and I are of having a fire blazing while we catch up on some work. We're just going to do a few emails while we digest our afternoon tea, and instead of having to kneel on the ground for 10 minutes lighting the fire with logs and blowing on it and faffing about with this fire. I know, but this fire, all you have to do is... Ta-da! If only it was that easy in our house. Do you think this will chuck out as much heat as a stove?
No.
No, not quite as much.
No, I don't. I think it'll still be pretty effective. Well, we'll soon find out.
We'll soon find out. So we've just made it back to our cozy suite after our afternoon activity. Basically, when you come and stay at a Fairmont hotel, you can either, when you make your booking or when you arrive, speak to the concierge and explain the kind of activities that you would like to do, or they can suggest some activities based on your location, whichever Fairmont you're staying at. So our first activity while we're here, would you like to explain what we have done, darling?
So we went into the town, St Andrews, which for me, it is very much like something out of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It is. I believe it or not, I've still never been to Oxford, which is ridiculous. This vlog is turning into things Charlie hasn't done, which are surprising. And yeah, we'll address that another time. But it reminds me a bit of what I'd expect Oxford to be like.
Right.
No, do you not think? It's very quaint, but it is.
Yeah.
It's not a city, obviously, it's a town.
Mm-hmm.
But it's beautiful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lovely place to explore.
Yeah.
There's lots of like boutique shops,
Mm-hmm.
some really nice, like an independent whiskey distillery.
Mm-hmm. Kilt makers.
Lots of amazing wool, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there's also an independent watch shop.
Mm-hmm.
Now we thought it was going to be more of an old school watch shop, but actually it was quite a modern startup brand.
Mm-hmm.
But they've taken a lot of history from watchmaking originally in Dundee.
Mm-hmm.
But I think really it was credit to the guy that ran it. So basically you go in there and design your own watch,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a lot of history and stuff that we've learnt from the experience.
Yeah.
So all in all, it was just a fun way to spend. Look, I mean, the reality is, if you're coming to Scotland, you're probably going to get a bit of rain, or if you're visiting the UK in general. For any of you Americans out there. So I think as something a bit different to the golf, the lovely coastal walks, and even whiskey tasting, it broke the day up, and it was something that was just quite fun to do, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So that's something that Fairmont are
championing, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. You can. Basically anything is possible when you come and stay here. They can find the best experiences to try out.
I think that's the key thing. You shouldn't be afraid to go to the concierge at a Fairmont and say, right, we're here for 4 nights.
What can I
We've
do?
booked to do golf, or we've booked to do whatever the key activity is, but we're looking to do something a bit different. And they take pleasure at a Fairmont hotel in customising like a bespoke itinerary for you, which I think is brilliant.
Yeah, really, really good idea. So we've got an hour now until dinner. We're both pretty peckish already. We had quite an early start, so we've actually bought our... Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm going to put some eye masks on.
Yeah.
We bought our dinner reservation forward by an hour because I think we're going to need a fairly early night.
Yeah.
You're going to have a bath?
I'm going to have a bath.
Okay.
I am then going to do a few emails while you get ready.
Lovely.
And then we are going to go eat.
Yay.
What we're going to have?
Lots of food.
I don't know what the food... Yeah, I don't know what the food is here.
I don't know. Aberdeen Angus steak.
Maybe.
We shall see. So it's about an hour later. Charlie's had a lovely bath and I have done a little bit of catching up with my emails, and I've just popped on my lovely green dress, which, thank you by the way for all the lovely comments when I posted this dress on my Instagram on the day of filming this, which it was yesterday, and there were so many lovely compliments about the dress, so thank you very much. It is from the brand Nobody's Child, and the brand is a fairly new discovery for me. I love everything that they stand for. They really do a lot of, they really put a lot of emphasis on sustainable materials and ethical and sustainable practices, and to be honest, this is just my perfect dress for this time of year. The silhouette is absolutely gorgeous. The material is, it's actually quite a casual material, and yet the silhouette is really smart. I love how it's fitted on the bodice and then beautiful shape going down. Sorry to be showing you my outfit in the bathroom, but it's the best lighting and full-length mirror. So I've got this on for dinner. I think where we're eating is, it's kind of like a more informal bar area, so I'm going to take something cozy, a nice cashmere wrap for around my shoulders, and then the perfect match for this dress is my Bulgari bag. That could not be more of a perfect colour combination. I've actually just brushed my hair. I didn't think I'd add any more curls in because probably going to wash it tomorrow. These are my heatless curls that I slept in last night. If you watched to the end of the last vlog, you'll have seen how this looked in progress, but it's just given me a nice bit of movement without anything too smart. So yeah, it's my outfit of the evening, and we're heading down to dinner. Good morning, my darlings. You may not be able to tell from my very puffy face, but we had a very, very good night's sleep last night. And this morning we have got breakfast in the room. We have just had this absolute feast delivered to our wonderful suite. I've got an oat milk cappuccino, Charlie's got a double espresso, we've got some OJ, pancakes, fruit platter, lots of different pastries, and it looks absolutely scrumptious. I think I'm going to start with a yogurt and some granola. So last night we had a lovely dinner in the more kind of relaxed bar area here of the hotel, and we ate a lot of food. I had a couple of cocktails as well. It was a really nice relaxed evening, perfect for our first night in Scotland. And then we ended up watching the back seasons of Southern Charm on Netflix. Since coming back from Charleston, I'm just obsessed with everything to do with Charleston. And it's basically a reality TV program set in Charleston, so I'm just absolutely loving watching that. Obviously we're in Scotland, so we're still in the UK, and I can watch everything just the same as normal, but seeing as we are traveling, this is the perfect opportunity to talk about Surfshark, which is the VPN that I use when I'm traveling. I also use it at home. The VPN is the virtual private network that essentially allows you to place your device, whether it's a laptop, iPad, phone, tablet, anywhere in the world. So if I was traveling to a far-flung destination that didn't have my usual Netflix shows, then I could just turn my VPN back to England or the UK, and then it would be just the same as though I was at home. Obviously I don't need to do that here, but something else that's really, really good for when you're traveling, sorry I keep looking in the viewfinder and I'm so puffy, I think it's just aeroplanes make me puffy. I should have brought my roller with me this time. Doesn't help that I haven't got any mascara on yet this morning. But yeah, something else that's really fantastic is the fact that by turning on your VPN, it acts as an additional layer of security. So essentially, if you're using a Wi-Fi network that's not your home Wi-Fi network, it's always good to have that extra layer of security to make sure that you're not going to get any viruses, any phishing attempts. So as always, I do have my discount code, which is 3 extra months for free and 83% off using the link that is on the screen here and in the description box down below. So I'll leave Surfshark and my link in the description box if you want to try it out. I couldn't recommend any more highly. I've been using it for probably about 18 months now. Plan of action for today, I think the sun is going to come out. We have got some really lovely activities lined up, and I'm definitely going to need a full tummy for today's activities, so I'm going to enjoy my breakfast and I'll catch up with you later. Well, I have done my very best to cobble together a golf outfit from the limited golf-themed items in my wardrobe. The most golfy thing that I thought I had was this padded diamond quilted jacket, which I've had in, which is from Reese. I've had this for a few years. I thought I would add a Josie touch with this lovely silk scarf. This is the Hermes one that I got from Vista. Very bougie indeed. And then of course I've got a thermal on and a roll neck underneath. When I googled ladies golf outfits, they always have these really chic like white trousers, and I don't have anything like that, so I've just got leggings on. Darling, what is your golf outfit for today?
People are going to laugh. I think there's absolutely nothing golfy about my outfit.
Well,
okay, this is quite
B
golfy,
minus.
Showful, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's more hunting-y.
I think a lot of golfers wear showful.
Okay, they do now.
I definitely don't have golf shoes, so I'm wearing my new Granson, sort of, they're like wellies come Chelsea boots, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't look like a golfer at all, and
No.
I don't think I'm going to look like a golfer when I'm out there. We will find out, won't we?
What do you think to my
I'm
outfit?
actually weirdly quite nervous. We were saying this, weren't we? I'm a team sport man, and I think in a team sport you can make
Flag
up
it.
for, well, yeah, like if you're having a bad day, you can cover it up.
Yeah.
By just making up for it. Whereas in individual sport, it's all on you.
It's
isn't
all
it?
on you.
Yeah, I think you could be quite good though. You look the part.
I know! All the gear and no idea. We are joking, of course. I have none of the correct gear. But we do have a PGL professional named Matt Hillhouse giving us a one-to-one lesson this morning. It's going to be hilarious. I don't think either of us are going to be very good. But I mean, what a way for us to experience golf for the first time. You never know, darling. We could fall in love, and this could be literally our retirement, like sorted right now. But yeah, we are literally in the home of golf. This is one of the most famous areas in the whole world for golf. So let's go.
Like, I mean, look, firstly, I am very, very average, if not bad, but I'm a beginner.
I think we both were bad at the beginning.
Yeah,
but
you really impressed me, to be honest. I think with the right lessons, Matt was brilliant. So shout out to Fairmont for having him, because he's really patient.
Yeah.
I think you've got to be really patient because you know. But I would, do you know what? Given we live right by a golf club, I would be up for me and you as a thing together to have some fun lessons like that.
I knew you would say that at the beginning. He was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this, I don't know if it's going to be my thing.
Yeah.
But
well, I don't know if it's going to be my thing, but I think it would be fun to do that together.
Especially if we travel, you know, to beautiful places like this, you want to be able to, it's just a nice way of seeing the scenery. I mean, look at this gorgeous background. So I think next on our agenda, now that we have ticked that box, we are heading into St Andrews. Oh gosh, it's going now. We're going back into St Andrews for some lunch.
It's beep beep.
Steady. We have just had a delicious lunch in the actual town of St Andrews. We asked the concierge here at the hotel for a recommendation, and he recommended a place called the Adamson, which is on one of the 3 parallel running streets in St Andrews. It's basically these 3 streets all parallel to each other, which is the main kind of town centre. And we decided to have a delicious was it an Angus steak? A delicious Scottish fillet of beef each with scrumptious side dishes. And now we are fueled up. We have a coastal walk with a marine biologist, which I think is going to be really interesting, not only because the scenery here is spectacular, but also we can quiz him on the flora and fauna of the area, which I know Charlie in particular will be fascinated by. I've popped on yet another of my lovely Scottish wool coats. This is another from Holland Cooper. Got a bobble hat with me as well because it's starting to get a little bit blusterous. Flat boots on. Doesn't look like a practical outfit, but it's warm and it's comfortable, so it'll do the trick.
Hey, look at this, I'm vlogging.
Is this your first time vlogging?
Do you know what? This is a trip of many Charlie's first times.
It really is. I actually had a dream last night that you took over my YouTube channel for a month.
Oh God, can you imagine how many subscribers you'd lose? We tilt it down. We have just had a lovely lunch in St Andrews, which is extremely quaint, and I'll be honest, I don't think we're going to have enough time to fully explore, and I think we're going to want to come back because it's a lovely town, isn't it?
That always happens when we go on like work trips. We go and we get a little nibble of how great things are.
Yeah.
Want to come back.
So anyway, this is now. So we did the golf this morning. Josie was. I think you picked it up quicker than I did. I think. But this is the bit I've been looking forward to the most, which says how much I've changed in terms of my likes and dislikes. Because we're now going for a coastal walk with Neil, who is Neil a marine biologist. So I'm super excited. You're excited, obviously. But I think the key thing is, and we're obviously going to learn a lot about this in the next few hours. But the key thing is that obviously this ecosystem, we're up here in not the north of Scotland, are we? Would you say we were the easterly?
We're on the east coast.
East coast of Scotland. There is a unique, here. Obviously, got a lot of unique plants to the area, and so we're going to be learning all about the marine biology. So stay tuned on Charlie Hines' YouTube channel.
Grain and maize from South America.
Yeah.
Across the Atlantic through the Mediterranean.
This is spectacular, isn't it? Okay.
The castle course, because where we will be stopping, there was a castle there, Kinkell Castle.
Yeah, this is like this is a Scottish style, isn't it?
They're actually a much better design than the ones that we've got in the Cotswolds. So we are currently doing our coastal walk. We've been walking for about 25 minutes. We're looking at all the different rock formations on the beach and seeing if we can find any fossils. Some of the rocks here, you can see the different layers, different colours within the rocks, which represents millions and millions of years of different habitats. So for example, Neil was just saying that millions of years ago the landscape here would have been tropical forests, like full of giant ferns and dinosaurs and things like that, and then over the years as the tropical forests die down they become organic matter, and then over millions of years that becomes the grey slate, which now of course is mined for oil out in the oceans, oils and gases. But in 1 meter's worth of rock you can literally see millions of years worth of landscape in that one place. I feel like if I'd have come here with a geography lesson in school when I was younger, maybe I would have become a geologist. Okay, so we've made it back into the room after our coastal walk. We were probably out there for a couple of hours. Everyone keeps saying that we've been really, really lucky with the weather while we've been here, because it's actually not that cold at all, which you wouldn't believe with my bubble hat and my gloves that I've been wearing. But that was incredible, not only seeing the landscape and getting a little bit of fresh air, but Neil, the chap that led the walk for us, I thought he was a marine biologist, but he's actually a marine archaeologist, which is just absolutely fascinating. And what he does a few times a year is he goes out on a ship with around 20 crewmates, and they'll basically find vessels that have sunk over the last 100 or 200 years and essentially go treasure hunting. So he has robots which will dive down up to, I think he said they can go down to 5 miles into the ocean, and they'll recover gold and literally treasure that has been sat at the bottom of the ocean for hundreds of years. And he's actually going on a really big mission in a couple of weeks' time, and he was like, oh, keep an eye on the news, because if we're successful it could be one of the biggest gold recoveries that has ever happened. So yeah, he was a really interesting character to chat to. And now we're back at the room. It's nearly 5 o'clock. I've got a video to publish, and we have come back to the room to find hot chocolates, shortbread cookies and marshmallows on a tartan blanket by the fire. So it's a perfect place to catch up on a little bit of work. I think I'm gonna run the bath as well. We've got a dinner, a really smart dinner this evening here at the hotel. So it's nice to have a couple of hours to put our feet up, get some work done, enjoy some hot chocolate before our dinner this evening. Good morning, my darlings, from another beautiful day up in Scotland. It's actually quite hazy this morning, but if this low-lying mist or haze disappears, we could have another perfect blue sky day. But Charlie and I are heading down to the spa. They use spa products here, which I love. I think I've got a facial, Charlie's got a massage. So I'm just showing you the view because it's far more exciting than seeing my puffy early morning face. So yeah, the spa is our destination this morning. So we're down in the spa and I'm about to have the spa Active Nutrient Facial. These are some of the products that we're going to be using. I've actually got this at home but haven't tried it yet. This is the Pink Hair and Scalp Mud. So I'm looking forward to having that treatment. And then we're using the Optimal Skin Serum for the facial massage with a gua sha tool and a Foreo for some deep cleansing. So I think it's going to be very relaxing and hopefully I'll be glowing afterwards. So So we've come for lunch at Forgan's. This afternoon we're basically going to make our way through lots of places that you guys recommended, because when we were in America your recommendations were amazing. So we're going to do the same here in St Andrews, and this place came highly recommended by a few of you guys that are local. It looks like they've got a really lovely menu. The vibe in here is very up our street. Lots of reclaimed wood, lots of marble.
On the moose. Is it a moose? No, buffalo. No, it's a cow.
Bison? I don't know. But they've got some really delicious sounding things on the menu here. I think we're going to get lots of little bits. Charlie has spotted the crispy haggis bonbons. Of course I'm going to get a little mac and cheese because I have to sample them everywhere. Pistachio goats. So this is the gin that they have here, which has come from a distillery just down the road, and a lot of the ingredients are locally sourced. Did you say 90%? About 90%. My goodness. One of the only ingredients which isn't locally sourced is the orris root, and apparently this is one of the ingredients in Chanel No. 5 as well. Full of fascinating facts. So this is the cocktail that I've ordered, the fennel, and it's also made with a local gin.
It just says
here's all the glasses. It's a good job I don't work here, everything would be on the floor. So here's my finished cocktail, the fennel, or Venel, made with Venel I think it's called. Gosh, what a feast has just arrived. We've got the prawn tempura over in the background there. This is, do you remember what kind of fritters they were? Is it?
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato fritters. My pistachio goat's cheese salad. Scallops for Charlie. Haggis bonbons, which I'm intrigued to try, and the most important part, the macaroni cheese. So after a scrumptious lunch that really was delicious, I would definitely recommend Forgan's if you're visiting St Andrews. We've also been recommended the Highland Soap Co. Apparently they've got a specific set for gardeners, so we're going to go and check it out. I think they have a few of these products in the hotel. What's that? In the herb truck?
Herb sort of thing.
Oh, that's really sweet. Let's have a look. So this whole range is designed for gardeners. Organic hand cream with nettle leaf, lavender and eucalyptus to exfoliate and remove ground in dirt. That actually sounds amazing. 2 for £25. Should we get them for our mum's Mother's Day? Wild Scottish raspberry.
That sounds really nice.
That's rather lovely.
The lavender one obviously sounds nice.
She does love lavender.
Okay, we'll do lavender then, yeah?
Scottish Highland lavender.
Should we get this
Nice
one for
gift
her?
idea. Yeah,
Move
lovely.
that forward so we don't ruin that.
Okay, this is another spot that we had so many recommendations for. Apparently they've got fantastic donuts and yum-yums. Fisher and Donaldson on Church Street. Let's go and check it out. So this is like your traditional bakery. We used to have one of these kinds of places in the town that I grew up. So many delicious treats. What are you going to get, darling?
How are you? I'm good. What can I get for you? Right.
Right.
That sounds like we're going to do a big order, but I'm not actually. Can we just get 2 Belgian biscuits, please? A strawberry. Actually, no. I'm not going to do a strawberry tart. What are you going to get?
I would love one of your coffee towers, please. Thank you. Yep. Great little boxes.
Right.
Cool. Thank you. Bye bye. So they told us, by the way, you can probably hear a guy singing in the background. He's amazing. We just didn't watch him for a few
It's
minutes.
bonkers because he sings in an American accent.
But he's Scottish. So what have we got from Fisher and
I went a
Donaldson?
bit boring because I'm not
That's very
after our
boring.
lunch.
Yeah, we had a
I'm
lot
quite
to eat.
full, and I didn't want to. If we weren't flying anywhere, I would have gone big in there.
Nice?
Yeah.
So that's a Belgian biscuit. I went for
a
a coffee tower. Apparently they're famous for their fudge donuts, but they did look very, very filling, and I just don't have any room, but I think I can squeeze in a coffee tower. We've made our way down the very bottom of Market Street, at least I think that's where we were before, and we're now just making our way towards another place that's come highly recommended called Giannetta's Gelateria, and it's brought us down this really lovely, but very breezy, old cobbled street. That's very cute. So a lot of the buildings here are obviously buildings for the St Andrews University where Kate met Will, and it's the oldest university in Scotland and also the 3rd oldest university in the English speaking language. I think a lot of the buildings around here are part of the university. A lot of them, like here, have got little signs above the doors letting you know which house or which subject is taught in each of the places. But we're just heading down to the end here to check out St Andrews Castle, which as you can see is in ruins.
Is that the castle or the cathedral?
I think this is the remnants of the castle.
They're both in ruins.
Yeah, and it's on a really spectacular beach, which on a sunny day, I imagine would be absolutely gorgeous.
2 days a year it's sunny in Scotland.
And we've had both of them. It was sunny this morning, it's gone a little bit breezy now. Still a bit of blue sky out there.
In all seriousness, we've been extremely fortunate with the weather. It's been pretty lovely, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Come over here, look.
It's a brooding sea, isn't it? And then this is the final place that so many people told us that we should come and check out. It is Janetta's Gelateria, world famous ice cream shop. As you might be able to see though, it is rather cold and blusterous. So neither Charlie nor I are quite in the mood for ice cream, but it's always great to save somewhere to check out next time we come to St Andrews.